I worked my whole life to escape poverty. I came from a small town in Ohio where my parents always struggled with money. I studied hard, earned scholarships, built my own company from nothing, and by the time I was 35, I was a millionaire. I thought my success would make my parents proud, but I was wrong. It started with little comments. Every time I visited, my mother would sigh and say, "You wouldn't have anything if it weren't for us. We raised you." My father would add, "You owe us. Don't forget where you came from." I brushed it off. I helped them with bills, bought them a new car, even renovated their house. But it was never enough. Their tone changed from gratitude to entitlement. One evening, I came home from a business trip and found them sitting in my living room, my parents, in my house, going through my files. When I asked what they were doing, my father looked me straight in the eye and said, "We're securing what's rightfully ours." I was stunned. My mother pulled out papers, legal papers. Somehow they had managed to file claims against my company, claiming I built it with family resources. They wanted ownership. Half of everything I had. I couldn't believe it. My own parents were trying to rob me, but instead of yelling, I stayed calm. Because if they thought I was an easy target, they didn't know me at all. The next day, I called my lawyer. For weeks, we dug into the filings, and that's when we uncovered the truth. My parents had teamed up with a shady attorney, fabricating documents, forging signatures, trying to transfer parts of my assets into their names. I gathered evidence, emails, phone records, forged contracts. Every piece of their betrayal stacked up like bricks in a wall. Then came the day of court. My parents walked in, dressed up like victims, ready to convince the judge that I had abandoned them and owed them everything. My mother even cried on the stand, saying I had stolen my success from them. But when my lawyer played the recordings, voicemails of them admitting their plan, emails they had sent to that attorney, the courtroom went silent. The judge leaned forward and said, "This isn't a case of neglect. This is attempted fraud." My parents' faces turned white. The case ended with them not only losing every claim, but also facing charges for fraud and forgery. The judge ordered them to pay my legal fees, which nearly bankrupted them. I walked out of that courtroom free, my company and wealth intact. But my heart was heavier than ever. Because no matter how much money I made, I had lost something priceless, the belief that my parents loved me unconditionally. A week later, my mother called, begging for forgiveness. She said, "We only did it because we needed money. You have so much. We thought you'd understand." I told her, "You didn't just ask. You tried to steal. You turned yourselves into strangers." And then I hung up. I haven't spoken to them since. It still hurts. I would have given them anything if they had simply asked. But betrayal disguised as family love? That's something I'll never forgive. Here's what I've learned. Blood may connect us, but loyalty is what makes us family. Success doesn't mean you owe your life to anyone. And when people try to take what's yours, even if they're your parents, you have to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, wealth can be rebuilt, but trust, once broken, is gone forever. If my story hit home, subscribe for more true stories of betrayal, resilience and victories you won't believe. Because trust me, the next one will be even harder to imagine. Stay sharp. Stay legendary.